Jubilation has broken out across several towns in the southeast as news spreads of a political message directed to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, urging the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and the approval of Anioma State creation. From Awka to Onitsha, from Enugu to Asaba, the atmosphere is charged with excitement, songs, and renewed hope for peace in the region. Senator Ned Nwoko, representing Delta North, made the call during an interview on national television. He said the unrest in the southeast was the direct result of years of marginalization and injustice suffered by the Igbo people under successive governments. According to him, peace will return only when two major issues are addressed: the creation of Anioma State and the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He explained that every other geopolitical zone in Nigeria has 6 states, except the southeast, which has 5. This, he said, creates a sense of imbalance and exclusion. By creating Anioma State, he argued, Nigeria would be correcting a historic inequality that has existed since 1996. At the same time, Ned Nwoko described Nnamdi Kanu's prolonged detention as unjust and politically unwise. He said the continued incarceration of the IPOB leader had deepened anger, insecurity, and mistrust in the region. He added that releasing him through a political decision would restore calm and rebuild confidence in the federal government. Nnamdi Kanu has been held by the Department of State Services since June 2021, following his arrest and extradition to Nigeria. He faces terrorism-related charges at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Several groups, including governors, traditional rulers, and religious leaders from the Southeast, have repeatedly appealed for his release through dialogue, not confrontation. Today, that call has taken on a new urgency. With Ned Nwoko's public statement, conversations have intensified across media platforms, drawing attention from political observers, community leaders, and security analysts. On the streets of Onitsha, traders and residents expressed optimism. Some said the release of Nnamdi Kanu would end the tension that has crippled business activities on Mondays due to the sit-at-home order. Others said they believe the move will signal the beginning of true reconciliation between the federal government and the Igbo people. In Enugu, a group of youth leaders gathered at Michael Okpara Square, waving banners and chanting solidarity songs. They said it was time for the president to take a bold step toward peace. One of them said, "Let the president listen to the cry of the people. We want peace, and peace will come only when justice is done." In Nsukka, community elders described the renewed push as a blessing. They said the Southeast has long been treated unfairly, and that creating Anioma State would finally bring equality among all regions. The people of Anioma, they said, have always shared strong cultural and historical ties with the rest of Igbo land. Reports from Abuja confirm that the Joint Committee of the Senate and House of Representatives on Constitution Review has approved the consideration of a new state in the Southeast. Out of 7 proposals submitted, Anioma is believed to stand out due to its geographic and ethnic alignment with the Igbo-speaking areas of Delta State. Senator Ned Nwoko said his delegation presented a strong case during the public hearing in Enugu. He expressed confidence that Anioma will be chosen, describing the project as a symbol of unity and inclusion. He added that the creation of Anioma State, alongside Kanu's release, would be the greatest gift President Tinubu could give to the Igbo nation. Across social media, reactions have been mixed. Supporters of the initiative praised Ned Nwoko for speaking boldly about issues others avoid. They said his message reflects the collective frustration and aspirations of the Southeast. Others questioned whether the federal government will respond positively or treat it as another political statement. In Abakaliki, residents gathered in public places to discuss the development. Many said they are encouraged by the senator's confidence and by reports that the National Assembly has begun reviewing all state creation proposals. Some community leaders said the move should be followed by real government commitment to infrastructure and economic revival in the region. The political temperature has risen in Aso Rock as discussions intensify within the presidency. Sources close to the government say that President Tinubu has received several recommendations urging him to consider a political resolution to end Nnamdi Kanu's case. Some advisors reportedly see the issue as an opportunity to build bridges with the Igbo people and reduce regional agitation. In recent months, the president has emphasized unity and inclusion, calling on all Nigerians to support one another irrespective of ethnic differences. Observers say granting Kanu's release under certain legal conditions could be a strategic gesture to consolidate national peace. Meanwhile, the conversation on Anioma State continues to gain traction. Groups from Delta North have begun organizing town hall meetings, explaining the benefits of state creation and calling for calm during the process. They say Anioma would not only give political balance, but also open new opportunities for development, industry, and representation. From Asaba to Agbar, residents are hopeful. Local leaders say the creation of Anioma will give their people a stronger voice in national politics and a sense of belonging that has been missing for decades. In many parts of Igbo land, the jubilation continues. Music, drums, and traditional dances fill the air as people celebrate what they see as the beginning of change. Some community radio stations have been airing live discussions, with callers urging President Tinubu to act swiftly. Others have called on the DSS and the judiciary to cooperate in making Kanu's release possible. Security analysts believe that if the call is heeded, it will drastically reduce insecurity in the region. They say many violent incidents linked to separatist groups are fueled by anger over Kanu's detention. Releasing him, they argue, would deprive criminal elements of a cause to exploit. Economic experts also see a link between stability and growth. They say the Monday lockdowns and security fears have cost the region billions of naira in lost revenue. A peaceful southeast, they insist, will attract investors and revive industries in Asaba, Enugu, and Onitsha. For now, the people are watching. Political observers describe this moment as one of the most significant in recent years. The combination of constitutional reform and dialogue could mark a turning point in Nigeria's history. As the celebrations continue in towns and villages, the question remains: will the federal government take this opportunity to reconcile with the Southeast? Will President Tinubu act on the message to release Nnamdi Kanu and support Anioma State creation? Many believe the president's decision in the coming weeks will determine whether peace returns to the region or tension continues to build. For the people of Igbo land, hope is alive once again. They are waiting for action, not words. They are waiting for justice, not promises. And tonight, they are sending one message to Abuja: set Nnamdi Kanu free, approve Anioma State, and let peace return to the Southeast. The celebrations may fade by morning, but the message remains strong. The people have spoken. They want inclusion. They want fairness. And they are ready to support any leader who listens. From the crowded markets of Onitsha to the quiet streets of Nsukka, from the rolling hills of Enugu to the riverbanks of Asaba, the voices are united in one cry for justice and peace. This is the mood in Igbo land tonight, as Nigeria watches what could become the beginning of a new chapter in the nation's political and social history.